extra point right down the middle. And the route is... on here in this first half. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Otten. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Brady's throw there complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In motion right is Evans. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversion, in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll roll him out right. He He's got his man. It's caught. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Airing this one out for Evans. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Once more, here's Eckler. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Mike 45. Here we go. Check it back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Fournette on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big pickup of 38. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Levante David in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading in.